we now begin very gratefully chapter 17th. Only 2 chapters remaining, 17th and 18th. We completed 16 chapters. 17th chapter is called as Śraddhātraya Vibhāga Yoga. Śraddha means faith. Traya, 3. Vibhāg, divisions or kinds. Yoga of 3 kinds of faith based on what are the 3? 3 usually refers to in almost entire Indic scripture, Indic traditions, Indian culture, even food also, sāttvic, tāmasik and rājasik. So Śraddha is also of 3 types, sāttvic, rājasik and tāmasik. We already saw Bhagwan Kṛṣṇa explaining these 3 divisions in earlier chapters, and here the theme comes back with how this affects our daily living and our rituals and so on. So Arjuna Uvach, Arjuna is now speaking again. Arjuna is asking, Arjuna Uvach, Ye Shastra Vidhim Utsrijya Yajante Śraddhayan Vitaha Tesham Nishtha Tu Ka Kṛṣṇa Sattvam Aho Rajas Tamaha. So he's asking, Arjuna is asking, representing all of us. We are all full of ignorance and confusion and dilemma and whatnot. So he is asking many kinds of questions that may represent many of our own dilemmas as well. So he spoke, what? Ye Shastra Vidhim. Shastra means the sacred text, Vedas, Upanishads and Sutras and so on. Shastra Vidhim Utsrijya. Utsrijya means Utsarjan, means extrication system, how to throw out. So as if all the processes or procedures as laid down in the texts, if somebody just throws, somebody's, ye, plural, if they just throw them out and they do rituals, yajante śraddhayan vitaha, and then they still say that they are full of faith, śraddhayan vitaha, they are as if they are covered by faith. Tesham nishtha, in them, of them, what kind of faith to then ka Kṛṣṇa, what kind of faith would you explain? Are they following sattvam or rajas or tama? Let's see how translator has done. This is my version, but translator sometimes adds their own little masala or spice. Let's see what they say. So those who sacrifice, casting the injunctions. So I guess bit heavy word, casting the injunctions aside. I said throw them out, and he's saying casting the injunctions aside, but filled with faith, quote unquote faith. They still have some faith, right? What is their condition? Tesham nishtha tu ka Kṛṣṇa. So what is their condition? I said what is their situation, what is their faith? I use the word faith for nishtha, because in Hindi, Gujarati, Marathi, Indian languages, nishtha is very much a popular term which we use it as a faith or belief. So here he is saying just condition. Is it sattva, rajas or tamas? Alright, second verse, chapter 17, Bhagwan Kṛṣṇa comes back. Shri Bhagwan Uvach, the blessed Lord spoke. One who is supremely highest blessed himself can bless us all. So the word Bhagavan, Bhag means extreme wealth, blessing and Aishwarya and whatnot. So the blessed Lord spoke, the Shri Bhagwan Uvach. Shri Bhagwan, we will not say Shri Bhagwan Na, because Na has a halant underneath Na. Shri Bhagwan Uvacha. Cha has no halant. So we'll say Shri Bhagwan Uvacha. Pronunciation has to be absolutely correct as far as possible. I hope I am not making a mistake. I might be also making a mistake, but I do my best to never make any pronunciation mistake. Any language that I try to speak, Sanskrit, Hindi, English, I try my best. Alright, Urdu also. Trividha bhavati śraddhā. Excellent. Dehinam sa svabhāvaja sāttvici rājasi cha eva chaiva. So break it apart. Cha eva tāmasi cha iti cheti tam shunu. Listen to me. Shravan word we know very well. Shravan means to hear, right? So shunu, lot lakar. So he is speaking to Arjuna. Kṛṣṇa is saying, listen to me now. What? Trividha bhavati śraddhā. Faith happens to be of 3 types. Bhavati, that lakar plural. So śraddhā, faith happens to be of 3 types. Trividha. Dehinam sa svabhāvaja. Of all the embodied beings, by their own nature, their faith is of 3 types. Their nature determines their faith. Sāttvici, very sattvic, very pious and so on. Rājasi, extremely passionate. And tāmasi, inertia, laziness and so on. Cha iti tam shru. Now listen to the three kinds of faith I just mentioned to you. Now listen to the details from me. So the Blessed Lord spoke, the faith of embodied beings is of three kinds, born of their innate nature. Svabhāva, that's a nice translation. Innate nature, inherent, implicit, innate. Svabhāva, their own nature. It is sāttvic, rājasik and tāmasik. Now hear of this. Verse 3rd, chapter 17th, Śraddhātraya Vibhāga Yoga. Name itself of the chapter is Śraddhātraya. So three kinds of faith, which is what Bhagavan Kṛṣṇa is now explaining. Sattva anurupa sarvasya śraddhā bhavati bharata śraddhāmayah ayam purushah yaha yat śraddhā sa eva saha. Sattva anurupa sarvasya. Faith is in accordance of the true nature of each. Again, saying the same thing in a different way. Sattva anurupa sarva, the truth in accordance with of each. Sattva anurupa, yes. Sattva anurupa, yes. So sattva means the true essence. Anurupa sarvasya śraddhā bhavati. So according to their essence, their own innate nature, as we saw in the previous verse, their faith is shaped by their innate nature. Śraddhāmayah ayam purushah. Man is made of it. I guess gendered translation. So we would say probably now Śraddhāmayah ayam purushah. The person's faith is determined by the innate nature that person has. That is how they develop their faith. So yaha yat śraddhā sa eva saha. Whatever faith the person has, that person becomes in accordance with that faith. Whatever faith they have, thus he is. That is how the person develops. Interesting. Which is evident from second verse also. Third verse kind of said the same, similar thing, but in a different way. Fourth verse now. Yajante sāttvicaha devan. Very simple. Yaksha rakshansi rajasaha. Pretan bhut ganan cha anye yajante tamasa janaha. Very clear definition. So sattvic people, yajante, they do rituals or do yajnas for devans, for the gods, for the deities. Then rajasaha do yaksha rakshansi. So rājasik worship the yakṣas and demons. Yakṣas and demons are worshipped by the rājasik people. Gods and deities are worshipped by the sāttvic people, and tāmasik people worship or do rituals for pretan, the ghosts, bhut ganaha, right? So ghosts and hordes of nature spirits. Bhut ganaha, nature spirits. I don't know. I guess a little bit. A bit problematic translation, but ghosts works probably pretty well for pretan. Pretas as ghosts, or what we might say as I guess let's go with ghosts. Alright, now verse fifth verse, chapter 17. Ashastra vihitam ghoram tapyante ye tapah janaha dambha ahankar sanyuktaha kam rag balanvitaha. Those who don't follow scripture, the sacred text, ashastra vihitam ghoram, extreme, intense, tapyante ye tapah janaha, they are literally burning themselves. Men, people who undergo terrible austerities, tapyante ye tapah janaha, those who are doing extreme torture to their body. So an implicit criticism of harsh asceticism in Buddhism and Jainism by the Bhagavad Gita. Don't do that. That's what they are saying here. Bhagavan Kṛṣṇa is saying, Dambha ahankar sanyuktaha. Go that extreme austerity, extreme tapasya may lead to more dambh, that is kind of fraud, right? Dambh is hypocrisy, ahankar, extreme ego, arrogance, and kam rag balan, even kam rag balanvitaha, there is desire and passion. People who undergo terrible austerities, not enjoined, but Hindu scriptures have not really recommended those extreme austerities. Jain people still do it. That is a different way of their austerities, but not in the Hindu text, right? So they may accompany more hypocrisy, arrogance, desire, and passion, according to the Bhagavad Gita. Don't torture the body. And at least don't do show off. At least don't do show off. Alright, now let's go. Verse 6 of chapter 17. Kṛṣṇantah sharirastham bhūtagramam acetasah mam cha eva antah sharirastham tan vidhaya asura nishchayan. Tan vidhya asura nishchayan. What are they saying? What is he saying? The unthinking, torturing within the body. Sharirastham karṣṇayantam. Karṣṇayantam is, torturing the body, inside the body. The unthinking, torturing within the body. The aggregate of elements, bhūtagramam. Excellent samas here. Gramam we usually connect with village, but here gramam simply means an aggregate. Bhuta means not the ghost word. Bhut simply means elements. Panchamahabhut, 5 great elements. Same. Bhutagramam. So our body is made up of 5 elements. So if we torture the body, we are torturing the 5 great elements inside our body. What are those? Earth, air, fire, water and space. All of those 5 great elements make up the entire cosmos, entire universe and our own bodies. So let's not torture that. And mam cha eva antah sharirastham. I am also inside your body. Bhagavan Kṛṣṇa is saying divinity, the Brahman is also inside the body. Do not torture that also. So know them to be of demoniacal resolves. Those who torture the body are practicing almost like demoniacal resolves. It is just like an asur. Asur nishchayan tan vidya. So know them tan vidya. Vidya, that is, know them that they are of demonical qualities. Extremely harsh criticism of those who torture their bodies. Chapter 17, verse 7th now. Aharaha tu api sarvasya trividho bhavati priyah. Even food is of 3 kinds, as we already know, kind of. Yajnaha tapaha tatha danam, also 3 kinds. Tesham bhedam imam shunu. So listen to the 3 kinds of food. Yajna, that is rituals, havan and home and so on. Tapaha, austerities, and danam, even donations can be of 3 types. So these are the entire chapter is showing us faith of 3 different kinds, rituals of 3 different kinds, austerities of 3 different kinds, and now donations also of 3 different kinds. So let's stop here and we'll continue next time.